Joel, we're back and we are talking about quality control. What can you tell me for the cleaning industry?
That there is none.
There's dirt
There's
everywhere.
dirt everywhere. And I mean, I say that tongue in cheek, but in all reality, most cleaning companies, when they're first starting out, because it's usually cleaned by the owner, and the owner, because, we have a certain arrogance of ourselves that, we miss nothing. Of course, our staff thinks they miss nothing too, but clients are more in tune than we think they really are. And we have to have some way to audit facilities to ensure that we are taking care of them to the level that the clients are expecting. Now, as you grow, you can get very intricate and things like that. But when you're a startup company and the money is very tight, there are a few things that you can do that are going to help set you on the right path for building that department.
Now, it sounds like you're talking about useful tools, low tech, low cost.
Low tech, low cost, that will at least be something that can be somewhat measurable, particularly with pH strips. But the other things are going to be very visible and visual for the owner themselves.
Okay.
So starting out with pH strips, well, why are those important? Everything is based on pH. Everything has either an alkalinity or an acidic value to it, including every surface that we work on. And soil removes at what's called neutral, which is 7. That's where we can remove the soils. So when you're looking at a table and there's something on the table and you don't know what it is and you're touching it and it's sticky and everything else, and you don't want to damage that surface because maybe it is a granite countertop. You need to understand what's the pH of the countertop, what's the pH of the soil, and then determine what you're going to need to do to remove that substance from the surface without damaging the surface itself. And that's a whole nother topic about alkalinity and acidity. But in the essence of, for a quality control check, this is an easy way so that we don't damage anything. The next thing I would say is a black light. Black lights, when they turn on, they are looking for things that have organic value to them. So we'll talk about a men's restroom.
Oh boy.
And we'll talk around the urinal itself. Well, I've been in buildings where you can see the urine goes like 6 feet up over the left shoulder.
You gotta work for that, man.
You gotta work for that, but it's true. These things happen and people, they're focused on the urinal. But when you turn on these black lights, you're gonna find this matter that's now glowing on the partition wall, on the wall behind the urinal. You're gonna see it glow underneath, maybe even inside where we don't get in and clean the holes where the soils come down enough. So a black light is gonna glow any of the organic materials that we need to clean. And because restrooms are the way that we're graded the highest in our clients' eyes, because these are the places that if they are not kept at a cleanly level, no matter how nice the rest of the building looks, this is one of the things that will get a janitorial contractor relieved of their duties, is if they don't keep them clean. So using a black light to find the soils in the restrooms and remove the soils, this is one of the best ways. The other thing is using an extended mirror. It's like you would see at a dentist, only it's on a telescopic wand and it's a slightly bigger mirror on it, so you can look underneath toilets and underneath urinals and behind toilets, or if you're in the cafeteria, under the edges of tables and chairs without having to crawl around on your hands and knees. So it gives you the aid of being able to see things so you can find the gum, the fingerprints, the soils that are building up because soap has run over the edge of the sink and now it's starting to grow. Yes, people, grow.
Oh, I didn't really realize soap could do that, Joel.
Oh, yes. So these are some inexpensive ways to get your quality control program started with even being a very small company. And going forward, we can talk about some of the more expensive ways of doing a more in-depth program down the road.
Excellent. Thanks, Joel.